Hello, this is Tanya Kuza, and the presentation is for the digital simulated internship scenario. The big picture problem is that 1 in 4 new hires quit their job in the first 6 months. This is because the employees do not feel successful early on in the career. These results are coming from recruiting.com. The solution is to have an engaging training program that is continuous and allows for open communication that the new PTs want to discuss any of their concerns and issues in order to stay in the organization. So let's discuss the millennial brain. Yes, they process learning differently. Tapscott's book had detailed multiple research projects across 12 countries and covering multiple generations to identify how the brain works at different ages. The research identified the millennial brain did process information at a rapid pace, and the multi-purpose of the information is streamed into their knowledge. Kuchar and Kuchar determined the brain is adaptable to outside influencing and echoes the difference of the millennial's brain and learning pattern. One of the multiple experiments included the Brain and Vision Lab. Now, this was done between deaf and hearing participants across generations to find out who had quicker visual reflexes. Now, what they found was the group of participants that were hearing and had high scores also played video games. This in turn created another follow-on study. And it determined that interactive technology improved brain activity in the field of vision and visual speed, as well as processing that information. That in turn created another study with cab drivers' brains. And they found that a larger physical imprint was in the cab drivers than other drivers. Brain technology has been a very new and forefront in the learning process of the age groups. And the recommendation is training should be based on how the millennials learn. If we improve the pedagogy to accommodate them, the multiple generations will also benefit, and this is a strategic action to take. Leah and Hong indicated that millennials are immersed in technology, and therefore their generation, compared to previous generations, fundamentally has a different perspective on learning. Rosin had commented that learners are also far more creative. They understand and know how to navigate their way because of their infusion in technology, and due to their pace of learning has made them process learning differently. So what are the key factors to making and improving optimal learning outcomes? Well, again, based on pedagogy, the pattern of which the instructor takes to engage the students is key. Another factor is a structure to allow students to grasp work at their own pace. From Pasher in 2008. Also, the engagement of students in a blended format using technology and face-to-face collaboration does allow our new PTs to focus on the activities being presented. As stated by the HR, our organization holds up to 5 generations of employees at different stages of life. Learning is diversified, and to make this change, we need to prioritize with the work-life demands and experiences. Research shows that people face different perceptions across the different stages of their adulthood, and to focus on the early stages with the millennials, again, benefits are multi-generations of learning and training. Using Quinn's principles to identify the validity of the findings and the mentioned studies above have the following results. The studies have been peer-reviewed, and the generational studies have also been replicated. The data collections of samples are significant and detail acceptable research methods that are clear in analysis. The claims are similar to those found in other studies associated with generational gaps in the educational departments and also in the corporate world. The sources are reliable, and they do add significant value to the evidence on how generational patterns do affect learning. Let me share with you how I see our learning program to change due to pedagogy. We improve our face-to-face presentations. We provide opportunity for the new PTs to meet and ask questions from our organization's senior leaders, because their perspectives and experiences will make the PTs feel welcome and almost genuinely having their future improve our organization. From Quinn's Bloom taxonomy, categorizing the knowledge into formal training and then tasks into informal technology training will be conducive to all of our learners' pace. Our studies have also indicated that changing the media, using technology to connect, we provide those tasks in an informal format where our millennials and all of our multi-generational PTs will take advantage of. One presentation on Instagram Live is an example of using flexible media. Do we keep the current schedule? Yes, as long as we go ahead and ensure that that 90-minute training includes our experienced senior presentations from the organization. Do we do weekly sessions? Yes, as long as we make sure those sessions are viable for the knowledge piece. If that means the knowledge piece ends here and then everything else is done informally with tasks, that is the approach we need to take. But one key factor to improve is to include a formal mentor program for all of our new PTs. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. These are the references. You'll see the studies in these references. I am available for any questions, but this presentation has identified that changing the course to address our learning patterns for the millennials and how to change our pedagogy will definitely be the path to take in our strategic course of action. Thank you very much.